Our Sunday concert features 3 pieces. We begin with a Schubert string quartet. Schubert string quartets are interesting because we really hear 3 of them constantly, and we don't really hear the rest, and there's quite a bit of rest. He actually wrote over 20 quartets, a few of which have been lost due to publishers' ineptitude, and many of them are earlier works which don't get played because initially Schubert wrote his early string quartets as a young man, of course, for his family, his brothers and his father, and he wrote these quartets for them to play at home, which was quite something that happened a lot at that time. People played quartets, people played chamber music in their homes, families. And so they've always been seen as kind of less important because they weren't written for the concert stage per se. However, the quartet that we begin the program with is sort of the tail end of those early quartets, and it is quite magnificent and actually quite difficult. It's almost hard to imagine how amateurs, for instance Schubert's family, could have even played this piece because it is really demanding on all of the instruments. A great example of a little bit earlier Schubert and very seldom heard. After that, we have a brand new piece commissioned from the great Finnish composer Magnus Lindberg. This is, I believe, the 5th piece that we have commissioned from Magnus. I am a staunch believer in supporting composers beyond one piece. And Magnus is one of the most important composers living today. And I'm very proud that this is actually the 5th of his pieces. What we've asked him to write is a piano trio. And to play this trio, I have brought 3 of Magnus's closest colleagues, 3 wonderful Finnish musicians. John Storgårds will play the violin, Juho Pohjonen will play the piano, and Anssi Karttunen will play the cello. To finish, we have one of Brahms's 2 string sextets. This is the first sextet, which means 2 violins, 2 violi, and 2 celli. This piece was written when Brahms was quite young, before he moved to Vienna. And the most striking thing, other than that it's huge, symphonic, 4 massive movements with everything that one would want, a very significant and imposing first movement, a stunning slow movement, beautiful scherzo and finale. But particularly to listen for is one of the great, great melodies for the cello, which opens the first movement and is immediately arresting and pulls you into the glory of this magnificent piece.